Welcome to another edition of In the Weeds with Ikard and Lehman, presented by Riverwind Casino. Riverwind is Oklahoma City's premier casino experience, and there are so many reasons why Riverwind is consistently voted the OKC Metro's #1 casino, but it all starts with their amazing variety of gaming thrills and excitement. Riverwind's beautiful award-winning environment plays host to more than 2,800 of the latest electronic games with a huge selection of table games, including blackjack match roulette, and Teddy's favorite, craps. No matter what your game, Riverwind has it in spades and hearts. And to learn more about their gaming promotions and entertainment options, all you got to do is visit riverwind.com. Riverwind Casino, good times, great rewards. It's going to be painful looking at these plays,
I know.
but we picked some good ones.
Yeah.
Well, the first one's a fumble, but it's a really well executed play. So I thought we should look at it.
Yeah.
Let's start on the offensive side. This is, I'm just going to call it QB power read. Now, there's a lot going on. So you've got, let's call it lead sweep action this way with the 21 personnel. And then you've got the offensive line blocking what I would label as, one back power. So you've got a double team on the front side to the backside backer. You've got the backside guard pulling around for the front side backer. You've got a reach and hinge by the right tackle, and then the center, as always, on power blocking back. But there's a lot going on. So you look at the structure for Missouri defensively, you're seeing 7 guys. But you got to remember in this concept, you've got 6 blockers technically in QB run game. When you talk about Xavier Robinson being a lead guy up on this player right here in the sweep action, one of the options is Taylor Tatum getting the football on the sweep. They are reading this guy. So this guy is unblocked. And that makes the numbers good when you think about the concept and getting a hat on a hat. But it's all about Jackson Arnold making a good decision with the football. And you see that guy flat-footed or going with the sweep action, and he keeps it and runs the power.
Mhm.
It's really well executed. It's a great read. You see the flow, that defensive lineman flowing with the sweep action. You keep it, you pipe them right down the middle of the defense, and you run QB power. So just a QB power read. This is a different wrinkle than what we've seen OU run so far this year. Typically, this is a play that they've run, but typically, Ted, the sweep action has been going away
Yeah.
from the side that the quarterback power action was going. So this is a little wrinkle. They may or may not have stolen it from Vanderbilt. I did a little play burglaring, but I really liked how this play unfolded. Now, clearly the end is not what you want, but that's a good read by Jackson Arnold. He's right down the middle of the defense, up on the second level. I mean, that's a first down run until ball gets punched out.
Yeah.
But it's a nice job. You see Hito Zided, nice job on the down block. This is really good from Logan Hallen. So when you look at Logan Hallen's responsibility, when you're on the front side of a power concept, guard and tackle, you're doing what's called a deuce block. Gap scheme, double team between a guard and a tackle. They're taking it to the backside backer, number 11. So you know that, but if something crosses your face on your way to that, you collect it. And that's exactly what Logan Hallen does right here. The front side backer crosses his face on, coming on that blitz, and Logan collects it, and then,
Mm-hmm.
just lays on top of him, mushes him. That is what you call a pancake, ladies and gentlemen. But that's a nice job by him having the awareness Not just blindly going to that backside backer, understanding, hey, here comes this guy on this blitz. I'll collect him. And then Wee Woo, who would be pulling for that guy, that front side backer, then makes the adjustment and he blocks the backside backer flowing over the top.
I like how Wee Woo is.
Mm.
It's not a shuffle, but his shoulders stay nice and square. So
Skip
he's
pull, Ted. We call it a skip pull.
yeah, he's able to stay vertical and going north and south again and have some punch.
Yeah, it's really good. This is also good from Troy Everett. So he goes on the back block. Seven sees it. He tries to play over the top. That happens. What do you got to do? You got to keep playing, and that's
Mhm.
exactly what he does. That's good effort from Troy. It's really good effort, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to show this play. Is I know it ends up in a fumble, but there's a lot of good stuff on this play.
Yeah,
There's a great adjustment from the offensive line. There's a good read from Jackson Arnold. Look at Xavier Robinson out here. He's leveraging his block properly. Remember, he's blocking for the sweep. So he's got nice leverage out there on the edge. If you hand it to Taylor Tatum, could he beat him with speed out of the corner? Probably.
yeah,
But it's a good read by Jackson Arnold. It's well executed by the offensive line. You got Logan Hallen putting a guy on the ground. Wee Woo doing a really nice job peeling that guy out of there. Troy Everett playing with great effort. And honestly, I like Jackson Arnold. He's trying to get down and protect him and protect himself, Ted. That
yep,
13 just punches it right out, man.
yep. Well, I'll tell you what I like about it. When you go back to the beginning, and we've got this little lead sweep going, and he's reading that defensive end. If the defensive end comes down, which it wouldn't shock me if that happens a lot, because whenever you are a defensive end and you see a guard pulling, oftentimes you think that you're going to go collision that guy. So if he goes in collision him, you hand off the sweep. Everyone else is still blocking the power when they see puller. Now, it may take you wide a little bit because of the angle of the lead back, but it's hard to play both plays at once, I guess is what I'm saying as a linebacker.
Yeah,
And, if that defensive end squeezes, I think you have a good positive gain on the outside on the sweep action too.
no doubt. And, the only thing that went wrong on this play is ball gets punched out and you turn it over. And I know that sounds silly, but speaking of silly, look at the way that 11's pointing. Sir, that's not all your other buddies, they're pointing the proper way. That's that's not correct. Now, he does totally redeem himself, Ted.
Gets the
Be-
other hand up.
no, he sees 28 about to possibly get a targeting call or
Oh,
a taunting call, and he gets him out of there. He's like, "Hey man, don't do that.
yeah.
Don't do
Now,
that. You don't need to say anything to him. We got the ball. We don't need a 15-yard penalty." Totally redeems himself. But yeah, he's totally pointing the wrong way.
I
Which
like
is
uh
so good.
I like X-Man down here still fighting and scrambling for the football.
Oh, wait till you see him roll over.
Yeah,
Watch this. He's
and he's
still
coming
fighting
back.
for it. And then he does this little athletic little somersault. I mean, you got to be an athlete to do that.
Now, another thing, and we've talked about
Look
this
at that.
before, if you go back,
Athlete.
um, talking about guys finishing, and because you never know whenever the ball's going to pop out, and you may be the guy that recovers it or gets the block for the guy that recovers it. I mean, Everett, because he was blocking all the way through and chasing his guy and staying on him, he's got an opportunity right here. He tries to get down there on the football, just can't get to it. But that's why you always hustle and get to the pile.
Yeah. I still love him pointing the wrong way. So good. Now 13 is rightfully fired up. Watch this. Oh, I suppose when you punch it out, you can be that excited. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't make fun of him. That's a really nice play by 13. But look at that is a man that is experiencing true joy right there,
yeah.
and he's got his
Right.
buddy pointing the wrong way. Ready to look at a defensive play?
Yeah, let's do it.
They got the ball. But first,
All you tailgaters, listen up. We are now officially in the premium conference of college football, and you expect a premium product on the field and on the grill. That's why you need Didier Ranch's steak burgers to take your tailgate to the next level. Proudly raised in Oklahoma for over 120 years, premium beef this good is hard to come by. Go to DidierRanch.com. That's DIDIER ranch.com. Use promo code Oklahoma15 for 15% off your order. Didier Ranch. Tradition plays better and tastes better.
4th and 1. Ted, if you recall, there was a whole lot going on before we got to this picture right here.
Right.
I think Theo Weiss went in motion. They faked like they were going to snap and hand him a jet sweep. Like there was a lot going on. Drew Pine was doing a bunch of barking, and OU's defense did a great job staying disciplined.
Which, and I honestly, I really like how Missouri did this because you get up there, you bark a couple of times, you send a guy in motion as a little decoy, knowing that you're going to do it again. But you show it to him first just to kind of desensitize the defense, bark a couple of more times, and then you kick the motion and hand it. And you get up there to the line, pretty quickly so you can go through all of that stuff and everyone kind of, relaxes a little bit and, feels like, yeah, they're not going to snap it. We're good. And then they hit you with the motion again, and then they actually run it, which I think is a really nice play design.
Did you ever think Drew Pine was going to sneak it?
No, not
He's
really.
not a big guy. That's where is that something that goes through your head like as a defender? Hey, this isn't a guy that is a QB sneak guy.
Um, not well. I mean, you'll know coming in if a team is a sneak team if they run it a lot. But the main thing is you just the demeanor. Like whenever a sneak is coming, like those linemen are down. The quarterback gets up there and he's got one foot up, the other foot back, like he's about to, try and dive across. Like you can feel the demeanor of the offense when the sneak is coming. There's no splits. Everyone is like super tight. And
Okay,
oftentimes they try and usually it's done fairly quickly.
so I want you to keep a close eye. So in these short yarded situations, I was never a 4 point stance guy, but this was something that a lot of offensive linemen do. So you can see, do you see this guard's hands right here? The
It's
two
almost like
white
he's wearing,
hands.
yeah, it's almost like he's wearing two different gloves or something, but
But you see what I'm
yeah,
seeing, right? These two
sure.
hands. He's in a 4 point stance.
Mhm.
Not uncommon for a guard to do that in this type of situation. What is uncommon is I got to show it in slow motion. Watch his hands and
Yeah,
watch the
just
ball.
picks straight up, kind of freezes and then goes. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's called a false start.
Yeah, definitely a false start.
You cannot pick both hands up off the ground before the ball has moved. That is a clear false start.
Hmm.
Now, I'm glad they didn't call it because this play by Billy Bowman is awesome,
Yes.
but that's hard to miss.
Yeah.
The
It's the
guy
first
picks
thing I
both
saw
hands up.
whenever you sent me the video, it's the first thing I saw.
It's hard to miss.
I
Can't
like
do
my
that. That's cheating. That's a false start.
yeah. I like my man Big DJ Terry in there on this though. Unmovable.
It's kind of been the story of him all season. But for me, Ted, the key on this play, clearly Billy Bowman it's an awesome play, but the key is Deshaun McCullough
Yep.
with what they're
And,
trying to do.
and
The
Eli
way,
Bowen shooting a shot too is pretty good.
yeah, but the way that Deshaun jacks this tight end
Oh
straight
yeah.
into the backfield, I mean, look at this.
Yep.
He
Bubble.
knocks him straight backwards and makes him bubble right away.
He's
I
got
mean,
to get
look
all the
at,
way back to the 41 or I guess the 39.
I mean, look at the track he's on and the way that he has to adjust because McCullough just completely jacks this dude up straight into the backfield.
Yep. Really good. Eli
You're right,
Bowen
though.
coming up in.
Bowen comes to play ball, and that makes him bubble even more.
Yep. Stutzman is in good position. Should there be a cutback or anything? And he started all the way over the ball. So great pursuit there by Stutzman. He could smell, he could tell something was up. And then Bowman, which I'll show you this now. In pursuit, you'll see this a lot. When a guy's going flat and going lateral, and you'll see how Stutzman does it, and it's not necessarily wrong. It's just I'll show you kind of the difference here, and they're two players playing different position. If you go all the way back to the finish formation, now Stutzman is going to pursue, and he is sensing like he's going to make the play, so he comes here and then ends up kind of having to bow like that. Watch this. This is one of the best angles I've ever seen a player take. It is a direct line to the chains, not like my line that I just drew right there. He doesn't,
You're still getting used to drawing on the screen.
he doesn't, he doesn't bow in at all. He knows exactly where he's going. Watch this angle. Despite what everything else is doing, directly, never off track. That is a perfect angle. Excellent. He's not running, trying to close the distance. He's going right to the chains. That's awesome.
And absolutely smokes him.
Helmet under chin.
Boom. Ted, I know you love a little head across technique.
Love it. Don't give me any of that hip drop tackle crap or whatever it is that we're teaching these days.
The
Run
hawk.
your face across the guy's body. Look at BV throwing his rotator cuff out right here.
That is a head football coach that is fired up.
That's so awesome. You see, Hester has the quickest reaction on the sideline. He sees it like before the hit even happens, he's already celebrating. See him? He's running down.
Oh,
the
no.
sideline.
That's Powers.
Oh, is that Powers? Okay.
That's Powers. Yeah.
Yep, that's right. You're
Don't
right.
get your 13s mixed up. I mean, you got to understand that's the intensity of a safety, not a wide receiver.
Boganowski, he almost got him a kill shot just standing on the sideline on Luther Bird.
Oh no. Oh, I didn't see this. The original ref. We got a ref toppled, Ted.
Oh, yeah.
Right there in the middle of the screen.
I mean, can you imagine what everyone over there is thinking? Like BV's like setting up for it. He like gets into like a stance like he's about to make the play because he knows it's coming over there. But those officials and everyone on the chain gang, like those guys are hauling ass directly at you.
He went with the hop and just couldn't quite get all the way over. Good awareness. Just
the best way to do it. Don't try and catch yourself and break your elbow or your wrist. Just leap up in the air, get under, and just kind of go limp in the air, right?
just relax.
Just relax.
This is maybe my favorite part of this play. Well, there's Schmitty getting in there. I'm sure he's saying kind things to Burden.
Oh, yeah.
Look at our Mason Thomas. Turns around, tells Caden Green. he tells Caden Green, go back to your sideline. No,
wrong side. You ain't
no,
welcome on this one.
You go over there now.
That is good. I didn't see that.
That's pretty good. You got anything else on that play? It just great discipline.
Yep.
And to not relax when they were sitting up there barking and didn't snap it till what, 2, 3 seconds on the play clock. Just a really good job by OU's defense of not relaxing. Hope you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you really enjoyed this, you can give us a super thanks down this way. But other than that, we'll see you next time here on In the Weeds.